I have helped more than 30 businesses automate their processes with AI, increase profit margins, and increase the satisfaction of their customers. Also, it has formed into multiple 5 figures generated by me on the freelance platform #1 in the world, Upwork. And also, to add even more braggadocious tone to this presentation, I am in top 1% of AI talent on the planet right now, perhaps even in the whole galaxy. And hopefully right now you have certain conviction in that you should listen to me, and particularly to the video which will show you this elite real estate agency in Dubai is generating leads completely on autopilot, qualifies them with AI, and adds the activities for the agents, either AI or human ones, to call up the qualified lead in order to consult him on the opportunity for purchasing the property in UAE. And right now, what you see in front of you was completely created by AI, and the main goal of the system, which I will show you very simply, just in the bread and butter format in the next 10 minutes, is that every time the new lead submission form is received from Meta Ads, the new record gets created on CRM. In case of this particular company, which is the client of mine from my Top Rated Plus Upwork profile, they are utilizing Bittrex 24, but it essentially can be any modern type CRM. For the most perverted ones, you can even use Notion. And the fields which are the most crucial for the real estate agent to know about in order to properly qualify the lead are, in this case, the type of property which the person wants to buy, the estimated budget of the prospect, motivation behind investing, and the timeline to buy. And at the end, the task to call the lead at the specific time is also created, and it is all done via the AI agent flow, which is completely seamless and feels like an interaction with the other human via WhatsApp. But as a matter of fact, it can be completely easily extrapolated into all sorts of other social media, such as Telegram and Instagram. Again, if you are really perverted, you can even use Facebook Messenger because of the nature of our flow and its structure, which I will show you in the second step of this video. Right now, let's just start the flow for my phone number, and we will see some really cool display of how the lead who has just submitted the form on Facebook or Instagram is experiencing the interaction with AI agent who qualifies him for the ability to purchase a lead property in Dubai. By the way, just wanted to add real quick, you can also see that the comment of AI research node is also completely automated system, which allows to scrape the data from the internet about the lead and add it in the comments of its record on CRM, so that any person who is checking out the lead can get the extra insight into who is this gal or dude. So here we go. You can actually take a little sneak peek into the previous history of the conversation, but you see that this message has been sent right now, today at 9:19 p.m. Well, 60 seconds ago. I'm weird not to choose 1 minute ago. And we just press the button, and that's insane how fast the AI agent is responding. And I will actually show you closer to the end of this video how you can make it happen, what exactly you need to make in the AI agent node on an i10 in order to get such an insanely quick response rate. And let's see that we have the qualification questions: en español, mi idioma favorita, and let's say that the customer is just sending it one by one. What we're gonna see in this occasion. I think efectivo is written with 2 F's, but I don't give an F, so. As well as AI agent doesn't. That's very cool part, because it doesn't stop the interaction. It just keeps going regardless of any sort of mistakes which the lead can make in the interaction, in the conversation. So that it's also huge, not cross but plus for your business and your clients. Tienes apartamento. I think villa es la opción, el mejor, la mejora, el mejor. Yo no sé. Perfecto, villa. Tu objetivo principal es rentabilidad. Let's say segunda residencia. And let's say that we have 1 month in order to invest into this piece of property. Awesome. And now that's actually very, very tense moment for me, because we should see the updated fields, and I see that they are. You see that the type of property is villa, the budget is the one that I have specified. There is motivation behind investing, also corresponding to the one which I have written, and timeline to buy is less than 3 months, which is also correct. And let's pick the time, and let's be as vague as possible. I think that's correct to write like this in Spanish. And by the way, the reason this agent is in Spanish is because this particular real estate agency is running multiple campaigns across the whole Europe, and they have English-speaking AI agent, French-speaking AI agent, and the Spanish one. So I have decided to showcase you the Spanish one because me gusta español. Nevertheless, the system is extremely flexible and allows you, dear business owner or developer, to basically play with different ways of AI agent initiating the interactions and replying to the customer, including hard coding the languages it should respond to questions in. I think that's the best explanation. And to DS, and let's say specifically incorrect time, and to DS 3 a.m. And yeah, that's the super important part, la zona horaria, the time zone, which considering the time right now in Hamburg, let's say that it is GMT +2 German time. So we've got the meeting scheduled, And let's check out the record. Well, I think the idea is that I will get back quickly. So interestingly enough, the the actual meeting wasn't booked because 3 a.m. by the time zone GMT plus 2 is outside of the working hours of the real estate agency. However, I have tweaked the prompt of AI agent in the real time so that you can see how the development process is actually going on, so that you can spectate that any trouble which may be encountered throughout the way can be easily troubleshot. My phone didn't want me to keep recording this video, but I stopped the revenge of the machines in order to join the other ones. And let's now write the same time and see what the AI agent is going to reply to us this time. But as you can see, the work of qualifying the lead automatically has been done fully autonomously by the AI agent, and the most interesting part is that the meeting has still been booked at such a weird time, which is the subject to change at the end, but still it's quite interesting to see that the AI agent was able to book the meeting at the right time, actually, straight from the direct messages on WhatsApp without any sort of buttons being pressed or necessity in some hard-coded logic. Everything is just fully run by AI agent and the attached tools in the background. So we see the task has been successfully added on the CRM, and the emails have been also sent to notify the recruiter, and not the recruiter but the real estate agent, as well as the lead with the info on that the new meeting has been registered. And yeah, let me quickly show you, we finally got to the nitty-gritty part of this video, particularly how the system is working in the backend. For some people the ugliest part, for some the most beautiful one. Leave in the comment section which kind of person are you in this regard. And what we do is that we have this WhatsApp CRM management software, in our case DoubleTick, and we have actually 3 different WhatsApp numbers. However, we utilize the one for Spanish workflow, and we have the setup webhook, which sends the info on received messages each and every time the Spanish workflow phone number receives the message from the user. In our case, real estate agency lead who is Spanish speaking. Every time it happens, the webhook gets triggered, and I don't quite recall what is this here. Yeah, here it's just the filter to not to basically completely avoid the triggering of this workflow if the message has been received on some other WhatsApp number, which in case you don't know, you can connect multiple ones on DoubleTick. So in this way, sometimes the wrong payload can be sent, and you better just double sure that this thing doesn't step into the way of the seamless running of workflow. Then we retrieve the details of the lead from DoubleTick itself. There is other workflow which connects the information of the lead in the form which he has submitted on Facebook ads and copies that data into the record on DoubleTick WhatsApp CRM management software. And here we have a good variables which then allow us to fully customize the agent on the go if you want to use the other language, if we have a bit of different starting phrase, which in our case is claro empecemos, like in this message, as you can notice. And the data to collect is also a good thing because as you will see in the AI agent node, it is very comfy to have this variable which data to collect being stored separately so that we can insert it and use it like a plug and play in AI agent. So here it's just my courtesy of moi to set up the customized reminder. So in case the user hasn't replied whatsoever to the initial message of Lucia, or he hasn't finished the workflow up to the point where his record has been modified on the CRM, on Bitrix in our case. In that scenario, we just send the template of approved by Meta, which in this case is just por favor responde al pregunta previoso. So some completely default phrase just to add the notification in the list of messages of the lead. And here is, I think, the most valuable part of the whole workflow. It took me and the other members of my team a while in order to reach this state of correctly interpreting the kind of message sent by the lead. And what I mean by this is we are able to process audio messages, text messages, file attachments, and images. And not to take too long, let me just test it with a quick voice note. I hope it will be recorded correctly via my laptop. Hola, gracias para la llamada. So what's happening in the background is that DoubleTick stores the recording on its cloud. Yeah, and we've got the relevant response, which basically says thank you for our time and invites us to ask more questions if we need something to know more. So we get the access to the audio file on DoubleTick. We transcribe the recording and we pass just the text to the AI agent. And in case we have the image, we analyze it with OpenAI's module and we send the image description. And in case we have the file, then we just upload it on Google Drive and send it to the AI agent and let it to somehow utilize this link depending on what are the rules in the prompt and what is the instruction on how the links to the files should be handled in the particular use case of the AI agent. And finally, we've got to the AI agent itself, and we have a big knowledge base about the company. We have the instructions on what are the things it is supposed to do. But I will not show you everything, because I think in order to make the things attractive, you need to keep the certain allure of secrecy to it. That's exactly what I will do right now, but you still can catch the main essence of this prompt. It utilizes some variables from the beginning, as you can remember from this module. We have the dynamic main language, which is Spanish in our case, and the full prompt is in English, just for the consistency and easy transferring between the different agents. We also specify the time now in the time of the lead based on his time zone. And yeah, as you remember, the starting phrase Claro empecemos is used to tell the agent that that's the time to begin the qualification flow. And here we have the command that when all details needed, in our case budget, timeline of investment, purpose of investment, and something else very important, type of property. Only after that the tool set the fields of the lead are called, the tool is called, and it's just an HTTP call containing the details on what are the particular parameters of this of the JSON payload of this post request sent via HTTP protocol. And I know I used a lot of fancy words, but it's basically calling the other workflow on NA10 with the goal of adding the data such as budget, property type, purpose of the investment, etc., onto the actual CRM, like over here. And very important is that we have picked this cute option, just defined by AI, and we added the concise description of what each and every parameter represents. But you might want and actually need some hard-coded parameters, such as the record ID on Bittrex in our case. In this case, you just specify some static value, I don't know, 3/7. That's what I would always put. Or you provide some dynamic value just by referring to the values from one of the previous nodes. And the analogous tool for creating the meeting. And the very useful hack, I think I will even make the short out of it. If you want to be able to connect multiple nodes to one AI agent and refer to the output of each and every of multiple connected nodes, so that you do not get the error thrown, such as we can't find the value because the referred node wasn't executed. What you just do is that you just do it in the way where the nodes which are pointing to one AI agent are of edit fields type, and you use the variable of the same name in every section. And in AI agent, you do not specify the specific name like in the JSON, like in JavaScript query, so you don't use this thing, .item. But because you have it as just the closest previous node, you can simply use this notation, and considering the fact that we have the variable named response in every situation, voila, regardless of whether we get the response variable, the variable named response from the first route, second route, third route, or the fourth route, we still will be capable of having AI agent correctly interpret the query it has received. The other insanely important part is to create the right memory, and here the recommendation is that you must have the key of the chat being somehow connected to either nickname of your client, in case you use some other way of communication, not some mobile based chat like WhatsApp, or just a phone number in case it is something like WhatsApp, or well, on Telegram you would rather use usernames, by the way. You can see that I have a lot of weird dashes and added words. That's only because I have tested so many times with my old phone number, so that I had to add extra symbols each and every time in order for the AI agent to start the interaction with me and you without referring to the previous messages. By the way, I still haven't found out how to clean the memory of the AI agent when utilizing just simple memory. In case you know, please drop some value in the comment section. I promise to pin this comment, and you will get some clout when this channel will have 100,000 subscribers. OpenAI chat model, and it is basically the main source behind how to achieve such a fast responsiveness from AI agent. Pick GPT 4.1 model. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. I used to use GPT-5, but the quality of responses was maybe just a tiny bit better. However, waiting time was about 60 to 90 seconds, which in today's world is ages. Therefore stick to GPT 4.1 and you will be good. And eventually that's a little checking of whether there are any errors, and then we just send the text message. And here it was just a little experiment from me which succeeded, but wasn't quite approved by the client. Therefore I have detached this workflow. But the thing is that this this short set of nodes allows us to create the dynamic button messages, which allows the user to, let's say, we have the question of qual este o prazo ideal para comprar, so what's the best time for you to purchase, and in addition to having in addition to the simple text message, there would be the button message, the buttons message containing three options: menos de tres meses, entre tres seis meses, o más de seis meses. As a matter of fact, I would just have to add this thing and it would work. Let's give it a shot. I hope it will work. Maybe there is a way. It's just complete improvisation from me, just on the spot. And you remember, I again need to refresh the memory, and let's begin the workflow. And by the way, yeah, I misspelled it, of course, but again, the AI agent doesn't give a shit. But let's see what exactly we are about to get. I actually know one interesting thing. Yeah, well, basically there is a buttons message where I can opt for apartment, townhouse, or villa, or some other option from buttons on WhatsApp. However, it's not available in the application for laptops and PCs. Anyways, the point proven. You can even have the button messages created dynamically with the AI agent, which is sick. And yeah, this way the whole process from the lead coming from meta ads being qualified by the AI agent, by the way, immediately, just maybe 1 minute after submitting the form, and still we just keep this 1 minute in order to, I guess, preserve some human delay in the whole process. And then everything happens automatically. The research on the lead, the send out of the first message, interaction, adding the leads of the fields of needed information, then booking the call, and at the end, well, that system is actually not that AI run right now, but after the end of the call, the real estate agent gets a message where he's asked to provide the feedback on the call, and in case it was a good one, then the lead gets a score of 80, and the leads get this way extra data for the Facebook ads campaign, so that more leads like this are being brought from ads campaigns, which is also a wonderful way to optimize ad budget and bring more good leads into the company. Thank you very much for watching. Press the like button if you like this video. Press the dislike button under someone else's video if you didn't like this particular piece of content. Also leave the comment either why you love this video or something else. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you're not dummy and you want to save hours of time and add thousands of dollars to your business's profit margins, then book a free AI audit call for your business in the first link in the description below. Let's automate the things together. And subscribe.